Nice little, what an exciting day for us all. So today we'll take a look at Tuesday. This will be November 12th. We're going to finish going over those story voices, and we'll go through the bell work first to try and help you out. If you've not signed up for Mind 101, please make sure that you do that. Alright, and you think you can go through and do it? I'll put the monkey treat out there to help you. Those of you who are planning on just trying to learn, then make sure you write this stuff down as we go through to try and help you out. At some point, realize that just learning is not going to help you, because it will start popping up on quizzes and tests, and you will not always have access to the notebook. So if you're just relying on us to tell you the answers, I can't help you forever. All right, Numa, ready?
All of them?
Did you have an issue, dude?
Yes.
What's up?
Wait, do we have to sign up for Mind 101?
No. Jackson?
I was wondering if I could borrow the notebook.
Take your shoe over there. Did you get your shoe back, dude?
Oh, no.
That'll probably help you out. Numa, we'll start off with verb first. So we have one verb. And what's the one verb? I'll put it back down. Didn't know I was going to start off with the toughest one. Should be the easiest one. It's the only action thing in there.
Did?
Are you asking me?
No.
Are you positive?
Yeah.
Strength?
Yeah.
No, I need you to tell us.
Did.
Strength. Nicely done, dear. Did. And we have two nouns in the sentence.
Kid.
Good. And?
Homework.
Nicely done, dear. And now we have three adjectives, those words that describe nouns. So you know they're going to have to be connected to your nouns in some way. So you ready for your three adjectives? Go for it.
Slow.
Slows. Well, there's one before slow.
The.
What was that? Can hear you.
The.
Yes. And then slow. And we have one more.
There.
Did you write any of these down?
No.
So you're just winging it the entire time? Well, move. It is correct. There. I wish you the best of luck with that. So the whole time we had a chance to write things down, you
I did.
smiled at me?
I read that.
Checking. All right. And we have two adverbs. What are our two adverbs?
Today.
Hey, before you answer, did I have anybody else that was wanting to do it? So on the off chance that she makes a mistake, we'll see what happens. Have you gotten a monkey tree before?
No.
You've not?
I haven't. I've never got a monkey tree.
Have you written down the answers yet?
Jason, you
No, I haven't. I've just got it wrong like 20 times.
Have you written anything down?
Yes.
Did you have it all written down?
I wrote the sentence.
That would not count.
Can I write it the thingamajig?
Well, you have to go faster than us. Jackson, what's up?
I'll try.
Yeah, no, you have to have it all written down, and you owe me too much work. All right, that was a good try. Well, Numa, you're still the only one going for it then. I'm saying in case you made a mistake. Anyone else? Oh, Marish?
Wait, I can only do the part of the speech though.
Oh, no, it has to be the whole thing.
Oh, then I can do that.
No, you're still doing it. I was just saying if you made a mistake. But you've not made a mistake, yes, you're fine. I was just getting back. In my other class, I had a backup kid. I felt bad I didn't have a backup kid. So now it all just rides on you, Numa. So now you have two adverbs. What are your two adverbs?
Today.
Are you asking me? Okay. I need strength.
Got it. Today.
And how many adverbs did I say we have?
Two.
Two. So obviously there's going to have to be one before that if that's an adverb.
Oh.
That would be the last word in the sentence. We already have one come after that.
Okay.
Okay. You have only three words left. Two of them are going to be adverbs. One of them is going to be something else. So two of those modify verbs.
What's the something else?
I don't know. That's what I didn't tell you. That was the
Is it a
tricky one.
preposition?
I have no idea. That's what I didn't tell you. You may just bail out and let me help you. Alright. Farm comp, are you going to take over the whole thing? No, I need the whole thing. No,
Okay,
I need
got
bravery.
this.
Marish, you can take over the whole thing?
I'll try. Do I lose points?
No, I just need to make
No.
fun of you.
Oh, yeah, I done that.
If it's not written down, you're out of luck. Have you written yours down?
Yes.
The whole thing?
Yes.
All the way down to the end?
Yes.
I can see it.
That looks like nothing.
Look, I wrote the sentence, the sentence patterns, phrases, clauses.
You just
sentences.
wrote phrases. You didn't.
Look.
What?
Phrases.
Yeah, you're the teacher. What phrases?
You do that?
Yeah, that was
There's no
I thought we could do
phrases.
when
No,
you...
that's all the actual
No
words.
phrases.
No, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. You just did actually nothing.
You never said
Swear, bro.
that.
Do you have a Laura? What? Hey, Laura.
It was a good try, Swervo. You were just getting ready to. Oh, well. All right. Then we'll run through and help you guys out. So we have two adverbs. The first adverb being...
Actually.
Well, are you going to take over the rest of them?
Oh no.
Is correct. Actually, the second one being today. The first word in the sentence is the one I didn't tell you what it was. And that's wow. Wow is one we've never done before. Brandon? No. Marish?
Is it like an onomatopoeia?
It is not. We only have 7 choices. In your parts of speech, there's verb, adverb, noun, adjective, pronoun, preposition, and there's one other one we haven't done yet. Oh, sorry, conjunction, and then one other one. We've done conjunction already. Numa?
Never mind.
Never mind, that's good, that's a tricky one.
I thought we did
Marish?
do interjection.
Interjection. The only one we haven't done yet is an interjection. Yay, wow, wee, stuff like that. Then, for our sentence patterns, we'll go through, we have a subject and a verb, and we have one other thing. The subject in the sentence has to be one of the 2 nouns. We only have 2, so it's either going to be kid or homework. Only one of them is doing something. That would be the kid. And then what is the kid doing? Well, didding, although this one makes sense. But so did becomes your verb, and it's an action verb because it's not a linking verb. Linking verb is once again am, is, are, was, were. And then if you have an action verb, and we know what did the kid do? Homework. So that becomes your direct object because you can answer that question. What they did was homework. Tabar,
What is a verb?
what kind of verb is it? Good. What's your action verb? Only one verb in the sentence.
Oh, shake.
I know. Phrases, there aren't any phrases in there. And then clauses, there's only one big long clause in the entire thing. And then Jackson, hopefully you have set up your table of contents with all the things and you've done all the missing work. So you're going to put that back over there. There's a whole bunch of stuff you're missing.
Yeah.
You have one clause, which would be the independent clause, because it stands by itself. It's one big independent clause. Anytime you have a sentence, no commas that separate the different chunks, independent. If you have one independent clause and that's it, that's as simple as it gets. It becomes a simple. And if your sentence ends with an exclamation mark, then that would make it a exclamatory. They're showing emotion. It becomes an exclamatory sentence. Just like that. Not painful at all. Then, once you have that copy down, for those of you who are just learning along with us, then you can put the notebook to the side. We'll go ahead and get out the story. I'll come back to it. But for the rest of you, get out voices. We'll finish that story here in just a moment. But for those of you who still need it, I'll put it back there for those of you who are still trying to write it down to help you out.
What? Those are phrases.
With the voices! You realize turning to look at him would not be a good choice either.
Putting my pen down.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Nicely done. And you have the story out. It says right there.
I need a can I borrow?
No, but you can buy one, which I'll be happy to sell to you. You just got it yesterday. Did you lose it already?
Isn't it right there?
Right where?
Is it right there?
It might be. Maybe. Yeah.
It's amazing what actually looking down does. Then, with the story, what we got through so far, we finished the whole first 3 columns as we got into it. Not now, at the end of class. I'm still busy teaching right now. We'll have the first 3 columns of information. If you're nice, you can probably go ask Mr. Elliott. He might give you hints, but you're probably not going to get them from me. That'd require you to just, there you go. You can ask him, that friendly guy over there. Yeah, that big one, not this one. We have, our main character in the story so far, and Numa, who, well, no, I right picked on you. Aya, who's our main character in the story so far? Okay, I have faith in you. I can come back to you if need be. Chloe?
It's Sam.
Sam! What can you tell me about Sam?
I guess
Thinks he's having you think he's having a dream? He had a dream. That works for me, the fact that he was having a dream. Far and calm?
I would say he's hearing voices.
and the fact that he was hearing voices. Setting-wise, we had 2 settings so far. Crenshaw?
His room and his science class.
His room and the science class. Not only was he hearing things, but he also had another issue pop up. And what was the other issue that popped up? Aya? He was seeing. What was he seeing? Something like all whiteness, and he felt like he was on fire and things like that. We're going to jump to the 4th column over, and now he's going to have a new location. Have little dots that are up there. We're down to like 8 minutes, so I'm going to read today. So I'm going to make sure you guys are trying to cut down any homework you might have by giving you as little as possible. So we'll jump new location and kind of introduce a new character. Man, Trevor said at lunch, you really had us freaked out today in Larks' class. I thought you were going to go all psycho on us or something. Your eyes were all flipped out, and the way you kept talking about dead people and stuff, that was spooky. You sure you're okay? Sam looked up from his sloppy Joe and gave his friend a smile. I don't know if you could say I'm okay, but I'm feeling better at least. This morning has really sucked, Trev. I don't even think I could put into words how messed up it's been. He took another bite of his sandwich and chewed slowly, looking at his plate. Are you going to try? The question coming from his friend. Try what? Sam asked. Sheesh, explain it to me, Trevor said in an exasperated tone. I haven't spoken with you since Mrs. Larks took you to the nurse. You say weird stuff has been happening. Well, what kind of weird stuff? Sam replied. Well, voices for one thing. I've been hearing voices. Apparently from people that aren't there. I can hear them just fine, but I seem to be the only one. Wow. Voices? Really? That's kind of cool. That's like full-blown crazy person stuff. I've never known a real crazy person before. Sam looked up at his friend in time to see his smile. It's not funny, Trevor. It's really scaring me. And there are bright lights going off in my eyes. It's like I'm looking at a light bulb with only one eye. It doesn't hurt, but it's weird and it's creepy and I don't like it. I want it to stop. And you're bleeding, Trevor said. Nah, Trev, it's all been in my head so far. I haven't actually been hurt or anything. No, man, you're bleeding, Trevor said excitedly. Check out your arm. What? Sam asked and looked down at his right arm. Trevor was right. There was blood coming out of the crook of his elbow. It seemed to be quite a bit of blood, too. What the? Sam exclaimed while swiping at his arm. The arm tingled now, and it felt funny, but it didn't really hurt. He grabbed some napkins and a tray and wiped at the blood. He saw it was coming out of a small hole in the inner bend of his elbow. The inner bend being that part that's right there. It was right on the vein. It was like the vein had just opened up and started shooting blood out on its own. What's wrong with it? Trevor blurted, and then asked more quietly, is there anything I can do to help? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Sam replied. Give me your napkins and go get a large Band-Aid. What's wrong? A soft voice asked. Sam spun in his chair to see nobody near him. Who said that? He whispered. Stop fighting it! A much stronger voice resounded on his other side. He quickly looked to the other side, the new voice, and saw the same sight. Nothing. Losing him. The soft voice again. It sounded, what was it, anxious? Worried? He wasn't sure, but it didn't sound good. Falling. A new voice this time. But what was falling? Sam thought he missed the beginning of whatever it was the voice said, and it bothered him. Something important was falling, and it seemed to involve him. Gia?
It's like they're in a hospital.
Why?
Because it seems like we're losing him.
No.
Oh, thing.
Jackson?
Like the way he says it, like he's dead and then we're losing him. It would seem like he's like dying, going in the shop and stuff, and they're like
I can see
just
that. Not bad. Lazar?
He is in a coma.
Why do you say that?
Because people in comas die sometimes.
Yes, they do. What an uplifting thought. Drew?
When he, like, talking about him dying, when his eyes turn white, he's seeing the white light to die.
I can see that. Gabe?
Why was he bleeding?
Good question. I bet we'll find out in a moment. Because now the story takes a bigger jump. Little dots jumping to a new location.
Dad already told me what happened.
He didn't know any of this. Sam looked at the math test again and sighed. All that studying he had done, and it was no help. None of these questions made any sense to him, almost like it was written in a language he couldn't understand. He looked at the first question and rubbed at the bandage on his arm. The stupid thing still hurt, wouldn't stop bleeding. It had been bleeding for almost 2 hours now. A stupid slow trickle that didn't seem to stop. Sam snuck a quick peek around the room to see if anyone else was having trouble with the test. No one else was looking up. They all seemed to be writing furiously. "All right then," Sam said quietly to himself. "I studied. This should be easy. Let's try the first problem again. See how to get the square root of..." "Not gonna make it," said a loud voice just above his left ear. "Not again," Sam moaned out loud. "Make the voices stop. Tell me who you're talking about. You're driving me crazy." Sam finished his rant in a voice loud enough to nearly qualify as a shout. "Well, Mr. Tynes, talking during a test will drive me crazy," his algebra teacher, Mr. Finns, told him. "I've heard you had a rough day, Samuel, but please keep quiet during the test." "Shock 'em!" The voice was louder and seemed almost angry. I'm shocked," Sam shouted back at the voice. "This whole freaking day has been shocking. I don't want any more surprises. If you want to really shock me, then try leaving me alone. Yeah, that would shock me." "Mr. Tynes, I am shocked also. I'm shocked a good student such as yourself would behave like this. That is quite enough. I will not have an outburst like that in class, especially during a test." "Clear!" The voice drowned out Mr. Finn's last few words. The voice was insistent this time, almost yelling, but not sounding like it was directed at him. Sam stood and looked around the room. "Is what clear? Nothing is clear. I don't understand any of this." The pain that suddenly shot through his chest knocked him off his feet and dropped him onto his butt. His heart and lungs and chest had just simply exploded. His eyes swam with the pain. His buzzing fingertips reminded him of the time he electrocuted himself screwing in the light bulb up in his attic. He slowly looked down at his chest to see how big the gunshot wound was. It had to have been a bullet. Nothing else could have hurt this much. Nothing. No blood, no hole, no bullet. Just intense pain. It hurt so much that he could do little more than sit there with his mouth open and gawk at his own uninjured chest. "No response," the voice yelled at him. "What the bejesus?" Sam thought. "What do you mean no response? What kind of response did you want?" It knocked him off his feet. It made his chest explode. He felt like he was dying. "Clear!" The voice bellowed at him. "No, it's not," squeaked Sam in a whisper. "I don't know what you want. How can it be clear? Who are you? Why are you doing this?" Another explosion of pain blasted his chest. He could actually feel his body jerk and jump as something like electricity shot through his entire body. His vision blurred, and he could see the classroom and the stunned expression of his classmates and teacher as they melted into the whiteness that was surrounding his vision. His hearing seemed to fade as the classroom sounds dissolved. "I'm dying," he thought. "So this is what it's like. But why? Why did they have to kill me? What did I do to them?" "Stable," he heard a soft voice tell him as his consciousness blinked out. You have to finish the last... Yeah, you talking and losing your 15th point, which would not be a good choice. I agree. And so you'll have to finish the last part on your own, and then we'll go through, talk tomorrow. Hopefully, those of you can hit the button. Thank you. Who owe me stuff will have to...